So welcome to AC102. I'll be your instructor. My name's Ellen Parsons, and I've been teaching accounting for a long time, well over, 10, 15 years now. And I guess the good news is that I've been teaching online for quite a few years as well. So this course is set up, and none of the teaching online is not a new thing to me. So I'm teaching a required course here. For most of you, this is a required course, and for most of you, chances are you'd maybe rather be taking it in the classroom and you're stuck taking it online. When I started doing online courses, my main goal was to make them as much like on campus as possible, and I get pretty good feedback that, kind of done that. So hopefully this won't be a total, it won't be just totally awful for you. I guess the one main thing in online courses, sometimes the instructor's not available. I'm pretty much available. I have a course email just for my students, and the minute you have a question on anything, email me, okay? Because we are, everybody has to be online at this point, I've added a few things to the course as a result of that. One are video office hours. I wasn't doing them so much before, but I started doing them in the spring once, we had to shut down the classrooms because of COVID. And video office hours are great. They do not have to be a whole hour. You can email me with a question. I can set up a quick, WebEx or Google Hangout or whatever works for you, video office hour, and we can just talk as you would in a classroom. I have it set up when I do that so I can actually write on a board, you can see that, and we can just talk. And I would, I hope that you'll make good use of that during the semester. Okay, so there's video office hours. I've also set up a general discussion board on Blackboard. I've got very big classes. I've got, at this point, one full class of AC102 and one that's filling up fast. So that's going to be 48 online students in those two courses alone. So when a student asks me a question, a lot of times I will post the answer to that question. I won't say, who asked the question or anything like that, but I'll have a general discussion board where this is the question and here's the answer. So if you have a question, you can go there and see if your question's been answered, and then if it hasn't, email me. I'll get back to you with the answer. This year, we're using a new textbook, and Connect is the textbook website. That is totally optional in my course. In other courses, that will not be the case. I make it available to students if you like to learn accounting that way, but everything to do with this course is on Blackboard, and it's most of the, all the course materials are there, the quizzes are on Blackboard, the exams are on Blackboard, yeah, so that's totally optional for students who like it. And if you have problems, connecting to it, or, have questions on it, just let me know. Okay. So, what else was I supposed to talk about here? There's usually so many things. I guess the place that you want to start the course is to go to Blackboard and go to the orientation. That will take you through how the course is set up. And if you're taking an online course for the first time, you have to take the time to figure out how things work. The orientation should be very helpful in that. It gives you sort of a step-by-step of, how to work through the course. And if you go through the orientation, there's an orientation quiz that you're supposed to take once you do the orientation, just to see if you've, understood what's going on. As you go through the orientation, let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to offer more explanation. Okay, I talked about video office hours, general discussion board, the course email. This is the most important. I'm available basically 7 in the morning until 9 at night. That does not mean I don't have a life. It means that I'm checking in fairly often. I try to get back to my students within a couple of hours. So, I may be doing other things, but, I'll walk by and I'll just check that course email off and on most of the day. There will be a couple of times each week when I will not be around, and I'll let you know that. Right now it looks like that'll be Thursday afternoons. I will be out of touch. I won't be around. It's just, for your planning purposes. Most Sunday nights I plan to sort of be watching the computer, just because that's when a lot of students tend to be doing their work. So at this point, my main message to you is that I am here to answer your questions. I'm very involved in the course, and I do get back to my students, and my goal is to get all of you through this course successfully, and so I would encourage you to email me right away to let me know what you're doing. And I'd really like, if it works out, to set up video office hours just to say hello, and to see what you're expecting to get out of the course. This is much like what I would do in a classroom, except this would be more on an individual basis. It's like, okay, so why is everyone taking the course? What are your interests? So maybe I can gear examples towards that. All right, so I will leave you to hit the orientation and let me know if you have questions.